I
Was it
love
Copper
tulips.
Man? It wasn't Steel
No,
Man.
I thought it was a steel person.
It felt silverish.
person.
It felt silver manning. But I love when you're intellectually honest.
Silver personing.
Yes, you're silver theying. You're silver theying.
Was that platinum, gold, or silver?
I
or
think
steel?
that's you're in platinum with some diamond dust.
I think the fact that
can I just say
spent a couple nights together this past week has really improved the mood of the show. I mean, when you guys go out and drink together and have fun,
hilarious.
you guys are
Sax and I laughed our asses off Sunday night. Can I just say, Sax and I had the best 48 hours together in a decade. This is Sunday night. It turns out Chris Rock and Chappelle are playing at the Chase Center, where Chamath used to own a piece of the Warriors, right? And this incredible arena has this incredible show. And, me and Sax and some friends, we'll leave it at that, go to the show. Our bestie Draymond is at the show. So I text Dre and I'm like, hey, you going to see Chris Rock by chance tonight with Chappelle? He said, yes, sir. I said, hey, we're going to go with a couple of friends. Maybe we roll together, hang out after the show. We go. And after the show, which was incredible, we go backstage, to the practice court. And we're hanging out with Draymond in the practice court with Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle and I start shooting hoops. David Sachs is talking to Chris Rock about free speech. Steph Curry comes out and starts giving Dave Chappelle and J. Cal shooting lessons. Where Chappelle and I are bricking like old men, on a concrete court. All of a sudden, Steph says, hey, J. Cal, you got it. And by the way, he's a fan of the show. He says, you're short every time. And just hit the backboard. You got to go long. Then he tells Chappelle, you got to change this. All of a sudden, we start hitting shots like, we're on the Warriors.
You're raining threes.
Raining threes. It was literally like cut into here.
Or were these mid-range jumpers or threes?
I was free throw line extended. Extended. Cut into here, Rain Man and Rain Dance from Along Came Polly. Rain Dance, Rain Man.
Let it rain! Rain dance! Let it rain! Let it rain!
I was hitting brick after brick. Rest in peace, Philip Seymour Hoffman. So then we're chilling, and Sax and I are talking to Dave Chappelle. Joe Lacob, owner of the Warriors, are there. The majority owner, as opposed to you being a minority owner. Chamath,
that's racially charged. That's racially
No, I was speaking at...
The only person who drops more names is Phil Hellmuth. I mean,
absolutely. I'm trying to catch up.
Anymore.
No,
he's holding back 10 names.
He's holding back 3 names.
Sax, am I leaving out 10 names?
He wants to say it so bad, but he's not going to say it.
Not doxing anybody.
You're so brutal.
There'll be zero doxing.
Oh,
look, now he's getting uncomfortable. The smile went away.
I kid you not, Chappelle comes over and says, Jacob, Sax, you guys want to go to go see me do a show at like 1 a.m. at this like local comedy club with 70 seats? I said, word? Yes. We go at 1 a.m. Chappelle sits on stage smoking cigarettes and doing 90-second pauses and then having a beer and interacting with the audience, and does a 2-hour set after doing this set with Chris Rock at the Chase Center. Me and Sax and Draymond hilariously laughing. The stuff, Chappelle is a genius. And when you see his show, and Chris Rock, by the way, he puts a tight set together. I mean, Chappelle's got this storytelling thing where he kind of meanders a little bit and then he hits you with it. But Chris Rock is just bang, 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 bang. Extraordinary. Just two incredible minds at the top of their game.
Artists
at the top of their game, doing what society needs. But more importantly, doing what David Sachs and I needed, which was to laugh our asses off together and remember our friendship. So it was a great night out. I want to say to Bestie, Draymond, Dave Chappelle, and Chris Rock, thank you. The David Sachs, J. Cal Bestie friendship has never been stronger. I don't know about Freeberg and Chamath. That seems to be on the rocks.
Yeah, it's weird. We'll be we'll be vacationing together next week. So I love
Freeberg.
We are going to be
whatever's going on. We'll take a walk and figure it out.
Well, I just want to say the alliances amongst the besties. People,
I'll be honest. I got mad at Freeberg when he edited that Google bit to say the exact opposite of what he actually said. That to me
don't
felt
bring that
dishonest
up. Please don't bring
and
that
disingenuous.
Up. Yeah, just beep that. But yes,
that is the thing that bothered me. I have to be honest. That's you playing to the crowd versus you being honest and telling what you think.
Freeberg, Freeberg, can I? Let me put that in the form of a question. Freeberg, has your fame as the Sultan of Science? Because listen, nobody knew who you were outside of Silicon Valley before this.
Look, you
has it impacted your ability to speak?
No, not my fame. I'll be honest, and I'll speak openly about this. I had said that there could probably be a significant headcount reduction of like 75% at Google, and the business could keep operating. And I took it out. And I took it out because I have a lot of friends that work at Google. Google's a close partner of mine. They're an investor of mine. And frankly, I just want to be careful about that. It's not something I commonly do. As you guys know, I usually speak my mind pretty clearly, but I was just trying to be respectful. And that's the reason I did it. So now it's in.
I think that was fine. What I'm saying is not that. It's just that the part that you edited in actually made it seem like you were not saying that at all, but the opposite. I think if you had cut the whole thing, it would have been more honest. But to keep that other thing in actually led the perception of the opposite.
So you were triggered by that.
No. I'm not triggered. I'm saying I think we should have a principle.
I don't edit stuff very often, Chamath.
I know. I think that we should just have a principle to not play to what the perception of what we say should be, especially if it means we could be saying the opposite of what we actually mean. That's all.
Intellectual honesty is a bestie tenet. It's a bestie tenet.
I think so.
Absolutely. Bestie tenet. Always, and the other bestie tenet, besties always come back together. If we have a fight, we always come back together. Sachs,
I'm still mad at you.
A little bit?
No, I'm just kidding.
But
talking about hypocrisy, I mean, so
how
Chris
great
Rock
was Sunday night?
Chris Rock gets up there and he gives, like, right out of the gate, he's attacking woke. Right out of the gate.
Came out swinging like Will Smith.
Shug Smith, you mean?
Shug Smith. He took down Will Smith. The Will Smith takedown, which you will see in this special, is so complete. It is just chef's kiss. But how great was his set? Let's say give Chris Rock his flowers.
Did he fillet and fricassee Will Smith?
He did, but I thought the more important part of the set was he came right out like calling out all this, holier than thou woke stuff. Yeah. And there was that undercurrent to Chappelle's set as well.
And also he said, listen, words can't hurt you unless you write them on a piece of paper and tie them to a brick. A bigger point right now, and this does tie into our first story, is I think comedians look at Twitter as a place to get canceled, not a place to be part of the discourse. And that's a huge loss. That's indicative of our society being broken. And it's incredibly important that these comedians be allowed to mock and to speak and to step over the line and challenge us as citizens in a free society. And we should cherish them, and we should not even try to cancel them. Let them cross the line. Let them say things that make us uncomfortable so that we can understand ourselves and our society better. And I just want to say...
Why can't you include libs of TikTok in that?
Oh, do we want to have a discourse about it? I can.
Let's go.
No,
What's the
I don't
next
have a conversation about it. I'm
What's
just
the
asking
next
you.
topic?
I'm okay with mocking.
Please?
I just
don't start. You guys, you did so well. Come on, let's go.
Here we go.
No, JK, cut it out.
All right. Well, we have 2 more science corners to get to.
All right.
If you know what I mean, I just want to